Hey guys, it's Emma here. So today I'm going to be doing another episode of Buying a Narrowboat series. But today we're going to be talking about the different types of toilets you can get. But let's go. Hey guys, welcome to my frequently asked questions about how to buy a narrowboat. So I thought instead of doing a few long videos, I would put a lot of small videos and put it into a playlist so then you guys can choose which subjects you want to know. So if you don't want to watch these kind of videos, I will still be doing vlogging, cruising, and that sort of thing. But I just thought I would cover the basics like toilets, fires, batteries, solars, moorings, that sort of thing. So it'll all be in a playlist soon. But yeah. So this is a cassette toilet. A cassette toilet is a toilet that there's like a tank, or like a relatively small tank underneath the toilet, where like every few days you'll have to go to an Elson point to pour it out. So we used to actually, when we first bought our boat, we had a cassette toilet, but then we got compost toilet, which I'll explain later in the video. But the pros and cons of an Elson toilet, the pros is that they're relatively cheap and easy to install. They're probably quite good if you're not that good at like fitting things or something. They're really easy to just pop in. The cons of it, it's not very great for if you're continuously cruising. It'll probably be fine if you're in a marina, but when you're continuously cruising, the Elsa points can sometimes be limited, which can sometimes be annoying because you'll have to keep spares in. You'll just have to make sure that you have enough space for spare cassettes. So a cassette is a very popular choice for boaters. There's not much that can go wrong with it. It's reasonably cheap, and it's just a good boater choice. And there's low ongoing costs. So this is a pump-out toilet. A pump-out toilet is a toilet that has some pipes that is attached to a big tank that will either be under your bed or your sofa or seating area. The pump-outs will generally last about 8 weeks. So the pros and cons of a pump-out, the pros are that they last quite a while, and you don't actually have to physically touch or like maybe see your stuff with other toilets. The con about the pump outs is that they can be quite expensive. It's like £17 per pump out, which can get quite expensive. Also, pump out facilities can be sometimes limited. Since not actually a lot of people have pump outs. It's still a very big toilet, but not that many. We do actually have an old pump out on our boat. Our boat used to be an ex-hire boat, so they used to have a pump out. So we do have like a big tank under our seating area. I think I would recommend a pump out if somebody just doesn't really want to have to deal or like really see and come physically in contact with their stuff. But yeah, if you buy a boat and it doesn't have a pump out and you want a pump out in it, it can be quite expensive to fit, and it's probably not an easy job to do it by yourself. It all depends if you're DIY, we're not. And if you have a pump out in your boat and you want to get it removed, again, that could be quite a hassle. Like we thought that might be seating, like storage underneath our sofa, but turns out that there's a big plastic tank, which was kind of disappointing, but we didn't really want to have to pay the money to get it taken out because that would be a very big hassle. So obviously if you do want to pump out, you can do your own research if it's right for you and how much you want to pay for it. But yeah. So this is a compost toilet. This is the toilet that we have on our boat. A compost toilet, it separates your number ones and number twos into separate bits, so it smells a little less. So the pros of a compost toilet is that it separates again as it doesn't smell, and it's pretty easy to handle. You just put your number ones in an Elson, and the number twos, it's in a bag, and then you can put it in a CRT bin, or you can technically compost it. It isn't the easiest to compost on our boat, so we can't do that. I'm pretty sure if you had maybe some land, you could do that easily. We can't, sadly. There's also, it uses no water, which is really great because Elsons and pump outs, they use quite a bit of water, but with this one it doesn't. The cons of a compost toilet is, so the cons of a compost toilet is that you are a bit closer to your number twos, I guess. You will have to like physically bag it up, which is a little, you know, iffy. They also are quite expensive. We got ours shipped from America, so it was about £1,000, which was quite expensive. But compost toilets have become a lot more cheaper now. You can also make your own. I think there's a lot of great tutorials like on YouTube, which if you want to make your own, I definitely recommend you check those out. So there is a company called Strumpet and Trollop. They do compost toilets. I don't really know anything about them, but I'll link their links in the description box. They're based in the UK, so it'll probably be a little less expensive to get your compost toilet if it's just in the UK. But yeah. So this is a Cinderella toilet. I personally don't really know that much about this toilet. I don't think it's a huge toilet in the boating community because it is quite expensive. So the point of this is that your number ones and number twos get incinerated and just turned into ash. So the pros of this toilet is it's great for people if you don't want to go near your ones and twos. The cons of this is it does use a lot of electricity, and it is very expensive. It costs about £4,000, which if you don't want to spend that much money on a toilet, I don't really recommend this. So this toilet, again, I don't know much about it. You can do your own research on that. They do look pretty cool, and if we could have one, if we had the electricity and everything, I'm pretty sure it'd be quite nice to have one. But yeah. Hey, so I hope you like this video. Don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I do a video, and comment on my social medias, my Patreon and my Gmail, thenarrowboatgirl@gmail.com, if you have any suggestions for me. And I also do have a canal post address if you would like sending me letters. But yeah, see you later. Bye!